Hey there, wrestling fans. What's up? I have someone we are going to discuss about wrestling, discussions, and other stuff. Okay, my friend? Tell everyone who you are out there.
Hey guys, this is Triple H Guy 2004, and it's good to be on the show.
Yeah, anytime. Okay, first thing on agenda is I'm not too sure if you heard this news or not. Hulk Hogan says he will work WrestleMania 30. So, what's your thoughts?
I think any big names for WrestleMania helps the card better, and Hulk Hogan's the biggest name out there that you can do.
Oh yeah. Now I'm not too sure if he's gonna have this match, the dream matches. Hogan versus John Cena, or if he's gonna have a tag team match because I know he had a lot of back surgery in the past and all that other stuff. So what's your thoughts?
Well, I don't think he'll wrestle a match. I think he's going to be a host like Rock was at 27. I don't see the purpose of him having a match. Just put him out there for his name. He's Hulk Hogan. It's gonna get buys. You put Hulk Hogan out there as a host, it's gonna get buys for you.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I just hopefully he does a better job than The Rock did in The Miz because those two guys didn't do jack shit. From my point of view.
Yeah, I can't stand the Miz.
He's overrated. But I know there's a lot of Miz fans out there who like The Miz. Um, Another thing on the agenda is let's see here. Do you have Raw 20th anniversary already on DVD?
No, I have not gotten that.
Oh, me neither. I'm still waiting for my order. Do you want to pick it up, or are you gonna wait a while when it goes down in price?
I'll probably wait till it drops down in price. I actually haven't been able to find it where I live. I have a really hard time finding DVDs, and the only time I really can find is at FYE, and they're usually like 20 to sometimes $30 more than anybody else. So you're thinking if I find that at FYE, it's a $60 DVD. There, it's going to be a $90 DVD.
Yeah. See, I don't understand why that the store you mentioned they overprice that stuff because I go to my local mall and they have that store and they overprice certain things. I know you could get good deals, but sometimes they overprice.
Oh, that place overprices all the time. I hate that store.
Oh, you don't like that at all?
No, I hate that place.
Oh wow. Even with good deals, man.
Uh, usually they only have the only good thing that they're good for is the older stuff.
Yeah, they don't have nothing currently. What's your thoughts on the newest first inductee to the Hall of Fame, the Ultimate Warrior?
Personally, I was never really a big fan of him. So I always saw through the facade. I always saw that he came down to the ring and he'd shake the ropes, and then he'd have like a 2 second match, and then you know.
So you don't, so you don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame, huh?
No.
Yeah, you might be right, but I don't know. I think all these older guys eventually will be in the Hall of Fame. Like for example, do you think Coco Beware should be in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Yeah, I see.
But I mean, if Drew Carey's in the Hall of Fame, I guess the Ultimate Warrior deserves to be in the Hall of Fame just for that sheer fact that they put Drew Carey in.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some matches of Warrior are okay, but I totally agree. The only thing he has going for him is the awesome entrance.
Yeah.
That's it. But
the only time that he ever had, I believe I can remember that he had a match that lasted more than 5 minutes was with Hogan and Rick Rude. That's the only two matches I could think that he actually had a long match with.
And that's sad too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't Hogan have longer matches? Or is it always short matches for Hogan?
I think Hogan had a lot more longer matches than Ultimate Warrior did.
And that's sad. I don't know if WWE has. I don't think WWE has no faith in the award. Did they?
Nah.
Another thing on the agenda. What's your thoughts on Dixie Carter running the TNA company right now? What's your thoughts on Dixie?
I just wish she would go away.
Well, we all know that's not gonna happen. Now, do you think she's gonna run this company to the ground more and more each week?
Oh yeah, she's just gonna keep on doing it till they run out, till her mother decides to pull the plug, or her father and mother decide to pull the plug on the money train.
Yeah, by that time it'd be too late.
Yeah, but they have so much money. They have oil money, so they just keep on getting money, so they don't care. They have money upon money, so they'll just put it into it.
Yeah. Yeah, she don't know what the fuck she's doing. They should get people who know how to run the business, like the McMahons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we all know that WWE will never ever buy TNA, probably, right? Is that right, or is that just a? Do you think it's gonna happen? WWE's gonna buy TNA?
I would eventually think they would probably do it just for the video library, like they always do.
Yep, they will. I just get a feeling they will.
Yeah.
Because they can probably make twice as much money on their stuff than TNA will ever will, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of sad. Speaking of TNA, we discussed this off podcast. Do you think that Stinger will ever finally will join WWE and have that awesome dream matches, all dream matches, him and Taker?
I mean, personally, I want to see it. Don't get me wrong, but I think if it was going to happen, it would already happen by now.
Oh yeah, it should happen at WrestleMania 27, home of the former home of WCW. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You know, I mean, it would have happened by now if it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, then they could then that Saturday night put him in the Hall of Fame and have a great or decent match against Taker. But I guess Sting was not ready, and I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I don't know. I guess he's too. I guess TNA something. There's something in TNA that he likes. I guess he likes drinking Dixie Carter's water or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you can make more money in WrestleMania than Genesis or whatever. Speaking of Genesis, what's your thoughts on these pay-per-views? Used to be a pay-per-views, now it's on free TV for TNA. I think that's a bad decision, you know what I'm saying?
It's just an Impact with a name on it. That's all it is. It's not, I mean, I like TNA. I mean, I find TNA very enjoyable for the matches. I really don't, get into their, storylines as much as I do WWE. But I do like the matches. That's why I like TNA, because it's an alternative, and they do very good matches. I mean, they go out there and they have their TV matches are about 20 minutes, as whereas WWE, it's usually a bunch of squash matches and one 20-minute match, you know?
Yeah. Do you think WWE has better storyline than TNA does right now?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, do they do it better? Yes. Right now, some of them can be questionable. But overall, yeah, I think WWE definitely has better storylines than TNA.
What's your thoughts on Dolph Ziggler with an concussion I'm hearing?
Well, that's because of Mr. Ryback, isn't it?
Yep.
Mr. Unsafe Ryback.
Yep. And you think the Ryback should get released currently?
I would assume that he'd probably get released pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Maybe before Mania?
Maybe they'll get him one more Mania payday.
Please. Come on. Does he really need it? No. That Ryback...
Well, it's gonna go, you know?
That Ryback Mark Henry match was completely dog shit last year. I hate that match.
Yeah.
I hate that, man. Do you want to see Goldberg versus Batista this year?
Well, Goldberg versus who? Sorry.
Goldberg versus Batista.
Goldberg versus Batista.
I mean, I'm sorry. Goldberg versus Lesnar.
Lesnar. Okay. That wouldn't be an interesting match, I guess. I mean, with Paul Heyman's, advice to Brock Lesnar, I bet you Paul Heyman could pull out a pretty good match out of those two. With the advice, yeah. I think they could put on a pretty good match.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think Paul Heyman is a good ass manager. He's the bomb, you know.
Oh, he's a great mind for wrestling.
Yep.
Great mind.
Speaking of Paul Heyman, I don't know if you see on the internet, but I guess he's gonna have a DVD coming out very shortly. Are you gonna pick it up down the road?
I can't wait. Oh yeah, I'll definitely pick that up. I can't wait. I love Paul Heyman.
Yeah, are they gonna discuss his ECW days and current stuff too?
I hope they, cover everything. I hope they cover WCW. I hope they cover everything.
Yep.
I mean, that story needs to be told.
Yep.
The ECW story has been told, but his story needs to be told. Not just the ECW story. That's been told in all the ECWs. All those stories have been told. But, where he came from before WCW, that stuff really hasn't. I mean, yes, we all know he got fired from WCW. That's why he started ECW.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Paul Heyman. I always enjoyed him over the years.
Yep. Is that your phone?
Yeah, that was my phone.
Oh wow, you get Paige live on my show. Wow, that's got weird.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It happens. I'm not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yeah, like Paul Heyman. When does this DVD come out? Sometime this summer or when?
I don't know. Is it a DVD or is it only going to be on the network?
No, DVD.
Okay, I'm not sure. I just saw that they were filming a project with Paul Heyman.
I hope it's DVD. I hope it's not part of the network. I'd be kind of bummed out,
Yeah.
What else am I gonna say? Is there anything you want to ask me this time? You can ask me.
Now, do you think with the new network, do you think it's going to, how do you think it's going to affect DVD sales and stuff like that? You think they're never going to put out many DVDs, or do you think it's just going to ruin the DVD market?
I don't know. Time will tell. You can't know right away. Triple H guy 2004. You can't really tell right away.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about the collector's market. I'm talking about just people going out and being able to get their hands on that DVD and looking at the artwork and not the DVD collector's market like some people are talking on YouTube, like Gemini and Stevie Breach. They're talking about like their if they want to go sell a DVD or buy a DVD or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, speaking for the DVD collectors, do you think that's going to hurt us, or do you think it's not really a big deal for us, right?
Personally, I'm not a big collector. Like I said off the podcast, I'm not really, I don't have to have every DVD that ever comes out and produced by WWE. I get what I like, If I see a DVD coming out and I go, ooh, I'd like to have that, I go get it. I don't have to have every DVD that's ever been produced by WWE.
Yeah. Are you going to WrestleMania 30?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Are you going to WrestleMania in the future?
I plan to. I've been to one before. I went to WrestleMania 28 and had the time of my life. It was, one of the greatest. Me, my dad, and my best friend went, and we had, one of the time of our lives, and we really want to go back again, but I gotta find a job first.
Yeah, it's hard these days, especially with this economy,
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to 20 and 26. A lot of people don't believe me. I went to 20, but I did,
Yeah, I don't get that. How you can't claim, you can't say, oh, I went to WrestleMania 20. No, you didn't. How do you know I didn't go to WrestleMania 20?
Because there's no such thing back in the day. There's no such thing as video footage on YouTube, That's
okay.
why, but whatever. But I'm not gonna argue with people. But I did went, But I had pictures in the house somewhere. Maybe one day I'll post them up,
That's right. You know that you went to 20. I know why I went to 28. I don't have to prove it.
Yeah. But do you think what would be a great place for WrestleMania 32 or 33 in the future? What's your thoughts? Because I know 30. I know 30.
Chicago's a pretty good town.
Because I know 31 will be in San Francisco, and I think 32 is in Dallas, right? I think.
That's what I've read as well, but I think they're gonna go back to Chicago.
Really?
Yeah. I would love them to come to Boston, but the thing is, Boston they don't have a stadium in Boston. It's in Foxborough, which is, I don't know mileage wise what it is from Boston to Foxborough, Massachusetts, but it's a pretty good distance. That's the only reason that I don't think they would ever come to Boston area, is they don't have a really big stadium.
They don't at all. Well, what about Boston Garden where the Boston Celtics play?
that's only like 14,000.
Oh,
You know,
they used to have
14,000, 20,000.
they used to have a Mania there, but that was back in the day, huh?
Yeah, it was WrestleMania 14, but Vince likes the stadium shows now, so
Yeah.
it's all about the big stadium shows.
You know what? McMahon should just calm his ass down and just get whatever gets, you know.
Exactly. But
Every time there's a new stadium built, oh wow, Dovey's gotta jump on it. Come on now, Dovey. Know your
the NFL. You know, like this year, got to beat the NFL to this. You know, got to have WrestleMania. You know, like last year, got to have WrestleMania there before the Super Bowl's at the stadium.
Does that really make you mad?
Yeah, it does. It's like, who cares, man? Just you're making money hand over fist, so what does it matter?
Yeah, I know. Why can I don't know. Does it really McMahon? Does it really matter if you have it before the Super Bowl or after? No, it does not.
Exactly.
But whatever. Yeah, we should come back to Chicago. You know, I had a chance to go to WrestleMania 22, and my mom was gonna get me tickets because I think just for the hell of the family, and it was all gone in 5 minutes or less, and I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
Because it was WrestleMania 22, and there was a lot of good matches. You know, the triple threat match, Shawn Michaels versus Vince. You know, the reborn of DX coming up this summer. A lot of good stuff. And plus, it was part of the. It was still a lot. You know, 06 is still an edgy program to watch. You know.
Yeah.
Now, like
what's your favorite wrestler of all time?
You know, I don't have a favorite wrestler. You know. Maybe like Triple H, HBK.
I like Triple H. My favorite wrestler is Triple H. Obviously, I'm Triple H guy 2004, but I liked HBK. HBK's the man. Undertaker. You know, all the good guys. You know, all the good wrestlers that went out there and performed for the fans, and you knew that they went out there to perform for the fans, and you knew they weren't there just to get a paycheck. I mean, they were, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I like RVD. You know, I know he's not a W guy his whole life, but ECW he just tore it up. You know.
Yeah.
I like Booker T back in the day at WCW, and I'm not a really big fan of Flair because I think that we use him too much. You know, like when he got old, he shouldn't be wrestling no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but Flair's the man. You know.
Yeah,
he was a great wrestler. I mean, he goes back to the territory days, so I give him mad respect. I mean, that guy used to go, and after he came back for his plane crash in his back, you know all the story. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got mad respect for Ric Flair.
Yeah, but the thing I don't understand about WWE, they always like to use old people on wrestling. That is not fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably Flair's older than I think he's older than Flair. I mean, he's older than Taker, right?
Oh yeah, he's got to be in his 60s.
See. And I'm so glad that W does not use him in wrestling more because look what happened to Jerry the King Lawler. He got a heart attack, and a couple of days later they have to use it as a fucking storyline. You know?
Yeah.
Stupid, W. Come on, this is the real
He's
deal.
still wrestling.
Huh?
He still wrestles. Jerry Lawler still wrestles though.
Not as much.
Not in WB. He does it on the independents though.
He's still. Wait a minute. On his days off, he does that?
He wrestles every weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't because what's more important, your health or your wrestling? Your health.
Some guys don't get that. You
Yeah, I
know,
know.
some of these guys, you know, they live to wrestle. Wrestling's their life. They can't get away from it. They can't go home and sit on their butts.
Nope. So you told me after Raw, he goes to do an independent show?
Yep.
Well, I thought he's all with W full time.
Nah, he just does Raw.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes they'll have him on SmackDown, but other than that, he does Raw, and then he goes back to, you know, wherever. I don't know if he does it just around Memphis, or if he does it, you know.
Well, I thought he just. Wow, I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. I just hopefully he's not gonna get hurt one day and he can't show up to Raw. You know.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know, but does he actually wrestle, or he just like plays around and wrestle and that's it?
Nah, he wrestles. He
Damn.
goes in there and has 20-minute matches.
Oh, not like an hour, huh?
Yeah. I don't think he goes like an hour anymore. Like they used to.
Damn. So he gets two paychecks, huh? From WWE and that, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Now, what's your thoughts on Do you think WrestleMania 30 will be a better card than WrestleMania 29?
It has to be.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 29 was a pretty atrocious card. If you get
Yeah, I think we all know that Taker and Punk. No, Taker Punk. That was set in stone, and Triple H, Brock Lesnar was set in stone. But the other matches, Mick Carter, they don't look like they don't give a flying fuck about it.
Yeah.
And then that was making me mad. And the Rock Cena too, I was not really too thrilled because I think the first match was better.
Yeah.
But whatever. But I think
Well, I liked the first match better because I was actually live and I actually felt the, atmosphere of, it's totally different when you're at a show live.
you were at WrestleMania 29, 8.
No, I was at WrestleMania 28.
Oh yeah, 28. Yeah. How? Yeah, you were in Miami, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Probably the weather was nice, huh?
Oh, it was gorgeous. We were really worried. It rained. I can't remember if it rained in the actual during the show, but I think it rained. No, it didn't rain during the show. It actually rained. I think it rained Saturday, and we were really worried because it was, the Sunday was, the big show we went down there for, and I'm like, oh man, we came down here. I hope it doesn't rain. That would suck to be sitting out in the rain,
Yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah, if it rained during the show, would it cancel it?
No.
I mean,
They'll let the fans get soaked on.
yeah. I mean, if the wrestlers get wet because they have I know they have a tarp, but they can leak too. All that water.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think if a torrential downpoured, they might have to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like lightning and thundering, yeah, they would probably have to cancel it. But
Oh yeah, all that money that wrestlers. I mean, all that money that the wrestling fans, from the hotel, airline, they'd be so pissed. Sorry everyone, but this is canceled. Oh man, people would be so pissed. Oh yeah, they'd be mad. Woo. What's your thoughts? Have you seen a new poster of the Elimination Chamber? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, hold on. I want to discuss this real quick. This is kind of neat. Steven McMahon is.
Oh yes, I did see that. Yes, I did see that online. Okay,
What's your
now
thoughts
that
on
you
that?
mention it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool poster.
Yeah, but how long is this McMahon's gonna be? How long she's gonna be part of the W? I mean, I know off camera she is, but on camera, is it really necessary she's on camera a lot? No.
I love her on camera. I've always liked Stephanie. I've always been a big fan of Stephanie.
But I think she's more hotter now than before.
Yeah.
When do you think Shane McMahon will ever come back?
I think he's off doing his own thing, raising his kids, and having his, I don't think he was ever really passionate. I think he was passionate about it, but I don't think he had the. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't think he had the mindset like Vince and Stephanie does. I don't think. I think he wanted to have his own place in life.
Yeah, I mean that'd be great if he makes a WrestleMania moment come back in that Raw or mark out huge.
Yeah, I actually met Shane McMahon 2003. He was a very nice guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I would be nervous to meet him. Have you met any wrestlers before?
Oh, I've met a ton of wrestlers.
You want to name some? Go ahead. You could say it. Go ahead. You could tell everybody.
Let's see. Who have I met? Sable. I've met Sable. I've met Teddy Long. I met him at Access. Mean Gene Oakland at Access. Jerry the King Lawler. Trying to think. Not too many big names. Probably the biggest. Oh, I met Hulk Hogan.
You met Hogan?
Yeah, I met Hogan.
Wow, were you nervous? Is he a cool guy?
It wasn't really. It was kind of like a cattle, line where it was like, "Here's your book. How's it going? What's going on, brother?" He didn't really, wasn't really conversation. It
Oh,
was just kind of shook his hand and, said thank you for, my childhood memories, and he said, "No problem, brother," and it kind of marked out that he called me brother,
I bet, yeah.
um,
Brother.
yeah, I met his ex-wife. It was actually it wasn't a wrestling show. It was more for Brooks. I don't remember if you remember Brooke was trying to have a music career.
Yes.
So they did like this tour of malls, kind of like what they used to do back in the day. They like bring this artist to the mall and they perform a concert for
Yeah.
the local radio station would.
Yeah.
And I mean, most of the people showed out to meet Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
But I met Brooke Hogan, and I met all the Hogans, but Nick,
Oh, wow.
and I met and also Jimmy Hart was with him too.
So, by the way, speaking of Brooke, what happened to her music career? Did it just failed?
Right down the crapper because she didn't really. I listened to some of her stuff. It wasn't bad, but I mean, anybody can go into a record studio and sing, and then they make it good. You got to go out and put the concerts on, and not that the concert that I saw was she only sang like one or two songs, and the two songs she sang were pretty good, but I just don't think she was this top A talent that she thought she was.
Yeah. Speaking of concerts, what's your thoughts on maybe the possibility of the return of Mickey James? Because I guess she was backstage or before Raw. Because I saw a lot of pictures. Not that she's gonna make an appearance on Raw, but she wasn't there yet.
Mickey James?
Yeah.
I like Mickey James.
Oh yeah. I think she's better I think she did have better career in WWE than TNA. But that's just my theory.
I wish she had a longer run in WWE than she. I wish she never went to TNA, but
Yeah. And I just don't like when they call her a pig. I don't like when they use it as a storyline. That was so stupid.
yeah, I didn't like that either.
I don't know if Mickey James agree with that, or do we just went along with it, and Mickey James didn't know about that until the last minute.
Yeah. The thing that stunk about Mickey James is I almost had the chance to meet her. I went to a TNA show back in 2011, and then for some reason they decided to go. They had a chance to go have a show. It wasn't broadcasted that they were going to be in England, but for some reason they picked up a show in England, and then they split up the roster. So I didn't get the full roster to the show I went to, so I didn't get to meet her. So.
Oh well, speaking of Mickey James, I had a chance to meet her too at WrestleMania 26, Fan Access. All the divas, and she was up there. And by the time I got up there in line, and guess who was there instead?
Who?
Julianne Hall. Say shit. I just get down and left. I don't want to get an autograph from her. No way.
Did she have the mole on her face?
No. Say no way. I prefer Mickey James over her any day of the week.
Yeah.
I can't stand her. I know that was part of her gimmick, but I think
Yeah.
they ruined her gimmick.
Yeah.
I just don't like her.
Yeah.
I was so glad when WWE got rid of her ass.
Yeah.
Do you like?
Now, do you watch like independent wrestling at all, or do you go to independent shows at all
Nope.
around your area? No.
No, I don't have any. I gotta go like Chicago.
Yeah.
And Indiana does not have jack shit for independence.
Yeah.
Because Indiana's not really that big. You gotta go like Chicago or New York or LA for independence.
Now, how far from Chicago are you?
20 minutes.
Oh, so that's pretty good.
Well, it all depends on the traffic. Maybe one day I'll go to a ROH show, but every time they have a ROH show, I think it's like on a Wednesday or a Thursday. I don't know what day they have it, but I gotta work.
Yeah.
But whatever. But I know people says, Team Ira, you should give Independence a chance. Well, I don't know any of the guys. I don't know if I should just go there for the hell of it or what. You know?
Me and my dad go to this independent show in Massachusetts, which is about an hour from my house, and we have a great time. It's great, you know.
Oh, so you don't?
I
care,
like it.
So you don't care who's on the card, huh?
Well, I've been going to it for a few years, so I know most of the guys, and you know, I've actually got to talk to them. It's very fun, you know. It's you actually get to meet the wrestlers, and you know,
See, that's
you actually get to talk to them one on one, and you know.
See, that's what WWE should do. The only time WWE does that is Fan Access, and that is very sad, you know.
Yeah.
And
that Fan Access, you pay like $100 for a VIP ticket or more, and you get like 10 seconds with them.
Yeah, that's not
and
good.
You don't even get to talk to them.
Nope, you should.
You know?
You spend all this money to meet the. You spend all this money for the airfare, the tickets, the hotel room, and you only give like a 5-minute autograph and then maybe a picture and say goodbye.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You get like 30 seconds with them, literally.
Yeah,
that's all you get with them.
But this is TNA, it'd be a different story, you know.
Yeah.
See,
it's like at these independent shows, like a few months ago, last year sometime, I got to meet Jimmy Hart, and I like hung out with him like mainly the whole night. You know, I talked to him. I got to talk to him one on one. He wasn't, you know, like give me some money. You know, he wasn't a jerk. He was very nice. Yeah. He recorded my outgoing voicemail message. It was very cool. He was watching the show. He was talking about what was going on in the ring. It wasn't like he was just, you know, not, you know, he was paying attention to what was going on in the ring. I asked him what he liked. You know, I actually had a conversation with him. It was awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I want to. Do you think WrestlingCon will ever come to Chicago, or the only time they will come they have WrestleMania? Is that how it works usually?
What was the question? Sorry.
That's okay. I said, is WrestlingCon will ever come to Chicago, or that's only when they have WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, I think they'll come back to Chicago. I mean, you got Soldier Field there. That's a pretty big stadium.
Yeah, but the bad part is, when they have WrestleMania, it's going to be cold as hell out here, you know?
But it was cold as hell in New York last year.
Yeah, that's true. You know what they should do? They should have WrestleMania like in June, or just switch around. I know it's like supposed to be like.
Well, that's why they should go back to not having the super stadium, so it's not outdoors.
Yeah.
So they don't have to freaking worry about it.
Yep, but
if they would just go to the 20,000 seat arenas, they wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
They could go anywhere they want. Their little heart desires.
Yep.
You know?
Now it's hard to get a stadium. Should we just wait? Oh wow, San Francisco got a new stadium. Let's get on top of that before Super gets it. You know?
Yeah.
But
we've talked about this off the air, and nobody heard this. But you know, they have to beat the NFL to the, you know, like last year they had to beat the NFL to the new MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. They had to beat them to the attendance record or whatever. It's like, don't worry what the NFL's doing. Worry what you're doing.
Yes. And speaking of that, do you think WrestleMania 30 should be last year in New Jersey / New York last year, or it really didn't matter last year?
Well, follow the trend. It was every 10 years in New York, so yeah, it should have been, but it's WWE, so they're going to do whatever they want. So.
I had a feeling that's going to happen, because if they're going to have WrestleMania, you know, last year, it was going to be at Mr. Scorn, but, you know, we discussed, you know, lately in this podcast, it can't hold at the attendance, you know? Mr. Square Garden's too damn small, right?
Yeah.
But if McMahon don't be a prick about it, you know that kind of problem. Now these days you have problems about finding arenas, you know.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go to a.
But they're not gonna have to worry about the weather this year because it's in a dome.
Yeah,
so.
But next year it's in California. You might have a problem with that, you know.
Exactly. You know, I mean, out there, you know, you never know when an earthquake's gonna sprout out. You know?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so embarrassing. The main event and the whole
you know?
Yeah, the whole place of San Francisco shakes, and then the whole building, the brand new San Francisco 49er stadium just crack. Oh my, that'd be so embarrassing. I mean, it could
Well, I
happen.
don't.
It happened at
I,
it happened at the '89 World Series. You know.
yeah, but the stadium didn't crack and fall apart like you're saying.
Hey, anything's possible.
I mean, yeah, it could happen, but I mean, the chances of it happening is not very likely.
Yeah. Do you think this is Taker's last match this year?
I think it probability is pretty good that this is maybe his last match, but
Yeah.
where the trend is, he's been just coming back for the big show WrestleMania, so as long as his overall body can handle a 20 to 30 20 to 25 minute match, he can come back as many times as he likes.
Yeah.
But I like Undertaker. If this is his last hurrah, have it a good one. Who do you think he's going to face this year?
I really like to see. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of rumors going around that he might face. I don't know because I know probably Brock's gonna face Batista. I mean, I don't know if that's really set in stone yet, but I don't know who his Taker is gonna face. I don't know. Do you know?
I have no idea. I have no.
Maybe John Cena.
There's always that, but I don't think the streak should be beaten.
No, I totally agree. I mean, if it's gonna be broken, it should have been broken a long time ago. Not now. That'd be silly.
Exactly.
You know what's gonna happen? Right when WrestleMania kicks off, and people gonna make videos. Is this the year Taker's gonna end it? Is this the year? Is this the year? Is this the year? People gonna end the streak? No, people. It's never gonna end.
It doesn't make any sense to end it.
Yes, and then plus I think that's part of his contract anyway. So
right,
whatever.
Because if they end it, then he can't come back next year and have a match because there's no point.
No, you're right.
What's the point if for his fans that like him, he's pretty well liked overall. I mean, I know there's some people out there that don't like him, but I mean, if they end it, what's the point? You're not going to see him anymore. So keep it going so you can at least see him once a year. So you have that once a year that you're going to see the Undertaker.
Yes, I just wish I wish he wrestled more than. I mean, I wish like at Sarashtri's because that's his anniversary day, or especially the Sarashtri,
But his body is just so wrecked from all the years of wrestling.
Yep.
I mean, you got to figure that guy's been wrestling since the 80s.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a long time to be wrestling. A lot of bumps that body's taken.
And I wish he gets one more title run, but that's never gonna happen. One more title run, they can hang it up on top. That'd be awesome. But I don't think that'd be. Well, then we could just give him the belt for this Hall of Fame class. That'd be great.
Yeah.
They could.
I can't wait for his Hall of Fame speech. That's gonna be epic.
Oh yeah, just same for the Warrior, from my opinion. But I cannot wait to see Taker, him and his wife, and probably his kids will be on stage. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be freaking awesome. Hopefully it's sooner than later. Maybe it'll be next year. Not next year. I think. I think he might have two more minutes because I think 32 will be in Dallas, and that's so home. That'd be so close to his hometown, huh?
Yeah.
So maybe they shoot for that 32, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end this podcast. You want to say anything else before we end this, my man?
No. That's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on the show, Rai, and you have a good night.
Yeah, thanks very much. Oh, by the way, before we end this, put your link on your Twitter, and people can follow you, my man.
I'm on YouTube at Triple H Guy 2004, and on Twitter, same thing at Triple H Guy 2004.
Okay, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. If not, then oh well. But everyone, have a good one, and this podcast will be up before you know it. Goodbye, everyone. Peace out.